Okay, hello, good evening, everybody. Good morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to my page. Let me know if you are watching live or you're watching the replay so I can say hi. Welcome to my page. If we haven't met before, my name is Julieta. I am from Montreal. I am a mother by profession, I am an engineer, and I am a proud digital business entrepreneur. What does this mean? This means that I educate people on how to leverage social media and how they can, through the social media platforms, have their own digital business and become digital entrepreneurs like I have done myself. As you all know, I have been doing a 10-day Go Live challenge during the month of November, and today is my last day, my day number 10. And the reason for doing these challenges is because basically what we want to do is we want to build trust between myself and my followers. Like we're promoting our businesses, so we want to show you that we are real people with normal lives and that we work online. So the best way to do this is to show ourselves and to create trust between us. So today, like I said, is my last day on this Go Live challenge. I will definitely be doing more probably next year because already December is here. So and today is a very special day because I am interviewing a business partner who's a leader and a role model amongst our community. So I'm gonna say hi, Sarah. My guest is Sara Kelly. And first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation. I know how busy you are, so I am honored to have you on my page. And how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, thanks for having me. And I think the Go Live challenges are so good because, the reason that people, are usually skeptical about what goes on social media platforms or any other advertising platforms is because there's not that element of trust and you don't really know who the person is behind the picture or the video when it's something that maybe is a little bit more scripted or polished. And it's nice to know that, in our business community, we have about 67,000 people in our business community. So, I mean, there's never been a better time to work online now, but that they come from all walks of life. So I used to be a real estate agent, you're still an engineer for the moment anyway. And, it's not just people who are, kind of foo-foo that are looking for something more. Like professionals are looking for something more, and working online at home has never been more attractive than ever. So yeah, it's really neat.
Yes, it is. And so you already told us a little bit about yourself. What's your background? A little bit. What did you do before?
Yeah, I've been both a real estate agent and a mortgage broker.
Yeah.
And although I did really enjoy those jobs, specifically real estate, I found that I was working all the time. And if, I made decent money, but if you were to take the hours that I actually had to put in, nights and weekends and, missing out on kids' events and stuff like that, the actual hourly wage that I was making was a little bit frightening when I counted working 6 days a week, 10, 12 hours a day. And so I definitely am happy to be out of both real estate and mortgage brokering because I just found it to be a lot of time away from, getting to do other things.
Exactly. Yeah. So the reason actually we are here is because we want to talk about our business. And my first question to you was, and I think you kind of already answered it just now. Why were you interested? Are we there? Yeah. Okay. I thought
Oh,
we
yeah,
left.
a second.
Why were you? Yeah. Why were you looking to work online? And why were you looking for a change? But you were talking about the amount of hours and
Yeah, more
yeah.
money, right? I wanted to make more money, and the only way in real estate to make more money is to sell more houses, and that takes time, of course. And so I wanted to earn more money, and I'm actually earning 3 times over what I earned as a realtor. Um, but in order for me to do that, I had to find a job where I didn't have to give up as much of my time to make way more money. And so working online is great because so many of our systems are automated. And so, I'll wake up in the morning to a bunch of potential, opportunities to earn money with, our leads and all of these things. Whereas with real estate, it's virtually impossible to make money when you're sleeping, and so and same with engineering, I'm guessing. I mean, I'm sure you can dream up some really crazy things, but really you can't put any of that to practice until you're there. The other reason that, getting out of real estate was, important to me is it really kept me grounded because I could only be a realtor in my specific area. And I wanted something where if I like to go to Vancouver a lot. I have a lot of friends there. If I wanted to go, to another city or go see my daughter, she lives in the States, can't travel right now, obviously, but that'll come when this whole COVID nightmare goes away. You really have to find someone to watch your business in real estate, and that costs money. So now you've been helping a client. Imagine you've been helping a client for 6 months look for their dream home. You go away on vacation and you say to the person in the office with you, hey, can you watch my business while I'm gone? And then they write an offer while you're gone. So that 6 months you don't get paid for. And now for the main event, you're missing and you're giving up half your pay. So I did not like how grounded I had to be, the amount of hours that I had to work, and really the little bit of money that I made once I calculated all of the effort that I put in next to the results coming out. So I like online because it's mobile and it's 24/7. But I don't have to be
Exactly.
in a specific place to earn money.
Absolutely. Yeah, we take it wherever we go. So
Yeah.
that's the beauty. And my second question for you is, how did you come across this business and what attracted you on choosing us than all the other opportunities? Because we have to say there's many things being offered online nowadays. What uh, what attracted you to us and how did you come across it?
So, I mean, I was on social media and I actually kept seeing an advertisement on my Facebook feed, and it was a guy that I went to school with. So most people come in just through advertisements, but mine was through an advertisement, but it would be considered warm market. I knew the person. And so I'd seen the ad a few times and thought, well, I don't really understand what this is about, and kind of didn't think too much about it. And then one day I decided to call him and I just said, hey, what are you doing? He's like, oh my gosh, Sarah, you'd be great at this. And of course, he invited us to the same webinar that you're going to invite everybody to at the end of this go live. And when I seen the webinar, what I loved about it was that there were everyday average people, just like us, kind of just talking about their journey working online, and they weren't overly tech savvy. They didn't, like a lot of times you see something online and it's like some young guy with big muscles wearing gold chains and there's a mansion behind him and there's like all this flash and you're like, really? Come on. Where a lot of people fall for that nonsense. I mean, like, I don't know. We all are attracted to different things. Me, I was just so attracted to the fact that it was so real. And then once I finished watching the webinar and I got an opportunity to see like the actual full business model and got into the Facebook group, we have a private Facebook group. We, of course, don't say the name of it until you're, a member of it. But the Facebook group, I was just like, oh my gosh, this makes total sense. The integrity of the group is crazy. It's taxable income. I was earning money within 3 weeks. I got through the training in just 2 weeks. And I was just like, you're right. This is
For me.
totally. And so I hopped on, both feet and did extremely well. I've been able to buy a brand new condo in a luxury building with a beautiful lake view. I'm on the 15th floor and I face a beautiful lake. I bought a 2020, brand new Jeep, and I'm a single mom and I'm a grade 10 dropout. And I am not tech savvy. So in real estate, you think that your realtor is tech savvy. No, they have an assistant that does all their social media advertising and whatever. And so I I just came on and I followed the training. Super easy, super fun, super lucrative, super taxable, which I like because I like honesty. And the people who have organized this all, we kind of work together as a community, an online community, are just filled with integrity. And so that's long-winded answer was what sold me on the business. And I quit my job in real estate because of this business. Yeah.
Wow. What a journey. It's incredible. And the support too, the support from the community. That is something.
I've made some of my best friends. We'll just mention Andrea's first name, Andrea, who works with us. I didn't know who she was before this business, and now she's one of my best friends. The relationships are huge. And especially what's been amazing for me is, I live on my own. I'm, a single woman. Even though we're on this all quarantine where we can't go out, we're supposed to social distance, whatever, I have this entire online community of people from all around the world that if I wake up at 3 a.m. with insomnia, I can hop online and say hi to someone. We have these Zoom meetings where, we're meeting and having coffee and talking about business. It's just such an amazing way to connect when this world right now is so crazy, and the thing that most people are missing is connection. And I love that.
Yeah, because we're basically on us, we're working, but now, because a couple of weeks ago we were all quarantined.
Yeah.
And exactly, and our community has grown. We have to say, during this time we have grown exponentially this year, and these last couple of months, including myself. I jumped on this year, so at the beginning, so I was already in with all this jumped and everything. I'm just gonna say hi Faye. She's watching us. Says hi, Julia and Sara. Selena is one of the girls that came up with the Go Live Challenge, and she's helped me set up the StreamYard last night. So thank you, Selena. You're an angel. Thank you very much. And she's saying very nice things to us. Sara has done amazing things with her business. It's true. We made so many friends. Yeah, it's true. It's crazy. I don't even know her, and I just sent her a message last night. Do you have a minute? I have a question. Yeah, send me the link. We'll chat. Da da da. So she had her kids running around, and we had a nice chat. It was so nice. So I thank you. My other question was how's this business changed your life? But you already told me you were able to buy your dream home, your vehicle, and of course you're making more earnings than on your previous job. So I think that's
better at night too. I don't stress out about finances the way that I used to. I used to really kind of go, oh my gosh, what? Because I'm going through a divorce right now, and so when I found this business, I was with somebody, and now we've gone our separate ways, and totally amicable. But the landscape of my future is now changed, and half of everything that I thought I have, I only have half of now. So to know that I can take care of myself, and that I'm not trying to go after his money, and we're not fighting about money like that, it's just it's like the weight, right? We just women, we carry all the shoulders, and that weight being lifted, it's improved my quality of life because I don't stress out the way that I used to.
And the independence, I mean, what more can somebody want that have independence, right? Not having to ask for anything or whatever it is, permission or help or anything. The independence, economical independence is very important. Absolutely. Yeah. And what piece of advice would you give somebody who is looking for something, let's say I was, you were at your time, but is hesitant skeptical, there are so many ways to see it. What piece of advice would you give them for our business?
Yeah, it's so simple. I mean, knowledge is power. And if you don't know what you don't know until you know or you don't know it, right? And so to sit through a webinar that's an hour and a half long, and then you get to take a risk-free look at our business model after the webinar for 30 days, and then you can be your own judge and jury. But Don't go by what someone says or what think. Um, there is better out there. And if a single mom who's a grade 10 dropout can earn the kind of cake I'm earning, and, like, there's people who have gone to school for 8 years who I earn the same amount of money as them. Like, think about that for a minute. I'm a grade 10 dropout. How many people's parents said, oh, you need to go to university, you need to be a doctor, you need to be a lawyer, you need to be an engineer, you need to be whatever. Well, you know what? Those kinds of people are in our business. In our business, we have an anesthesiologist. We have RCMP. So if you're in Canada, that's the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. We have accountants. We have, engineers. We have realtors. There's a naturopathic doctor, that I know of in the business. So all of these people, are not dodo birds, and they came and they looked at the business and they seen the value of it. And if these kinds of people, if police officers are looking at this business and nodding their head and saying, yes, I want this, and they know what it's like to get into something shady and the ramifications that they could have coming into something shady, then this is not, knowledge is power. That's my advice. Knowledge is power. You got to look at it for yourself. I look at all the professionals that I know who are looking for a plan B and looking for something else, and they're all saying, yep, this makes sense. This makes sense. So check it out. That's my advice. And then decide for yourself.
And the best thing is, like we say, we don't need to be tech savvy because we provide all the training. We have a training that's laid out to us. When you enter, the training starts to unlock step by step, and it's from A to Z, everything you have to start doing from day one. Tomorrow you don't feel good, you don't want to do anything, okay, do it the next day. There's no pressure, there's no deadlines. The only deadlines are in your head, and it's you setting them for you to advance faster.
Yeah. The only deadline really is how long are you going to keep looking at your tax slip at the end of the year and being frustrated with the amount of money that society, that your employer has decided you're worth.
Exactly.
If you're worth more than what your boss is paying you, then you need to check this out. If you have lots of money and lots of time, don't check this out. This isn't for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because at the point when I was looking for something, I didn't have 5 extra hours on the day to go find another job. How physically could I do that? Impossible. I have my kids. I can't leave them alone. So this was the best fit for me, and I'm absolutely in love. It's perfect.
And how long did you have to go to school to be an engineer?
Well, I went to school like 6 years in Argentina. And then when I came to Canada, I had to validate my degree because the engineering diploma, it's not recognized in Canada from many countries, but from Argentina, where I am, it wasn't recognized, so I had to go to school. I went because I wanted to do some other certifications, but I had to do exams for the Order of Engineers to recognize my degree. So that took me, I came here in 2006 and I finished all my papers, but I was working full time. I had a son, I was raising my kid, and I finished in 2011. So that's another 5 years.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And I don't promote not having an education if that's what you're interested in, but I dropped out of grade 10. Absolutely. And I then went and got my real estate license, my mortgage broker license, which are just writing exams. I'd upgrade my English to do that. And I make more money than any engineer that I know. So online is where it's at. And the richest people in the world are entrepreneurs. And the innovators are, and if you follow people like Bob Proctor or any of these other people, they're all not school educated.
Yes, I follow him. I love him. Yeah, he's great.
Yes, going to school is important if that's your thing. If you have a passion for medicine or engineering or whatever, oh my gosh, of course, go to school. But don't think that there's only one way to skin a cat and fatten your bank account.
And the truth is also that many people, like I still work full time, so many people conserve their job and have this as a side thing, some extra, all those little things, treats that you want to give yourself, and in your case, no, I rather not this time. So this you don't ask yourself, you just treat yourself.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people watching. Wow. And Tatiana says, hi, Al White. Oh, thank you for your words. Lamia, hi, Lamia. How are you? Lamia and I were in Laval. We have to get to know each other once. Who
Mm.
else is watching? Okay, now many people are watching, but I mean, these are the people that are writing. Thank you very much for everybody who's watching. It's really, really appreciated. Sara, I don't really want to take more of your time. I'm really grateful that you granted me these minutes of your day. I really enjoyed it. I hope everybody has found some value in this little interview. Sara is a very successful business owner, so I think her word is very important. And that's it for me. I don't know. Okay, we have what's important to mention is that every Tuesday and Thursday we go live at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And this is the presentation that we were talking about before. And when you register to watch your presentation, you will see what the business is all about. And not only that, after explaining the model of our business, there's people every week, twice a week, different people on the panel, sharing their story, sharing their journey, and a little bit telling you how they got in and why, and how is it going for them? Was it difficult? And things that we want to know. And the interesting thing of going live, of watching the live webinar, is that there's a chat role, and you can ask questions to the host. So they're always there on the chat role answering the questions, and it's pretty cool because you actually you see that we go live. Some people are asking me, but do you really do that live? I say yes, we are live twice a week because that's how many people are interested, and that's how we've all started, and that's the step number one. If you're interested in the business, and if you have a little bit of motivation, that's where you have to start. You have to start watching the webinar, and you see from there.
Yeah.
So for me,
Sure,
that's it. Thank you, Sara.
yeah, and make sure you put your link in the comments so people know how to sign up.
Yes, yes, yes. We're gonna put both links in the
No,
comments.
put my
We're
link
gonna
in.
put both.
Put your link in. My link is fine on
Okay.
put your link in. Yeah, no, I'm good. All right.
Okay, no worry. Thank you, Sara.
Yeah, no,
Thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Thank you so
yeah,
much.
you too. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.